Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Catherine and this is Raspberry Reads. I'm very much moving into summer mode here over on my channel, and I've got some really fun content for you. So I think that one video that will already be up before this one is my own book tag video, all about sort of summer vibes. So check that one out if you haven't already. This one is all about my summer reading plans. Some of the books that I'm going to mention, you've definitely heard about on my channel already. I'm really hoping to persevere and finish some of the books that have been sitting on my TBR for a long time. It will be the summer of achievement, I'm hoping. But if I don't get to them, that's okay too. So let's just get into it, shall we? The first book that I wanted to mention is The Fifth Season by N.K. Jemisin. So actually my copy's downstairs, but this is a book that I've been working on for months now. And I'd say I'm probably about a quarter of the way through it. It's not that I don't like it, but I'm really struggling with this book for full transparency. I'm just not gelling with the characters. I'm finding some of the terminology really, how should I say it? It's sort of like impeding my ability to keep the flow of my reading going. And yeah, I'm just not really sure what direction the book is going in. I would like to finish it. So I think what my plan is that I'm going to try and read 50% of the fifth season. And if I'm still struggling with the book, I'm going to DNF it. Yeah, I know that quite a few of you have raved about this book. And I'm really surprised that I'm struggling with it so much. But, you know, life's too short to stick with a book that you're not enjoying. So yeah, the fifth season gets sort of one more chance, but we'll see how that goes over this summer. Otherwise, two other books that I have on my Libby app that are currently holds that I had started, had to give them back because the hold came due, and then I'm waiting for them to come back to me. Long-winded. The Searcher by Tana French. So I'd started this book. It's about an American police officer. I don't know if he's retired or not, but he is living in Ireland, and there's sort of like a mystery element to it. I really didn't get very far into that book before I got sidetracked and had to return it. So I'm hoping to get back to The Searcher over the summer. I also was working on reading The Book Thief by Markus Zusak. And I was trying to finish that book for Read Historical Fiction 2025, but sadly I had to return my loan. So I'm very keen to get back to that book because I was really enjoying it. That, if you don't know, that's a World War II book that has a young girl protagonist who steals books, and the book is narrated by Death. It's a really cool book. Quite a challenging subject, but very innovative in its approach. Otherwise, I've got two other holds that I still have a few weeks to go on before I get them. And that is the third book by Sarah J. Maas of A Court of Wings and Ruin. So a continuation in the ACOTAR series. I don't try to look into too much about what those books are about because I like to go in blind. And then also I've got Somewhere Beyond the Sea by T.J. Klune as an audiobook, and I love The House in the Cerulean Sea. It's one of my favorite books, and this book is the sequel to A House in the Cerulean Sea. As far as I understand it, it is a continuation of the storyline with the main character, Arthur Parnassus, who's a social worker for magical children, and some of the struggles that they are facing with him advocating for those children. So yes, I look forward to listening to that book over the summer. Otherwise, I've got a nice little stack here of books that I pulled off my shelf in the optimism that I'll get to them in no particular order, we have Kingdom of the Curse by Kerri Maniscalco. This is the second in the series. I'm not sure what the series is actually called, but the first book was Kingdom of the Wicked. Really enjoyed Kingdom of the Wicked. So this one is, just to read the back. One sister, two sinful princes, infinite deception with a side of revenge. With the enigmatic Prince of Wrath at her side, Amelia sold her soul to become the Queen of the Wicked and fulfill her vow of avenging her beloved sister. But the first rule in the court of the wicked, trust no one. And it quickly becomes clear that nothing in hell is what it seems, and even Wrath could be hiding secrets about his true nature. I won't read the rest of it, but yeah, so the first book was all about Amelia losing her sister. I hope this isn't spoiling it for you. Apologies if it is, but yeah, the first book's about Amelia losing her sister and meeting the Prince of Wrath, and then this book obviously continues with her moving into his kingdom. So yes, hope to get to this one over the summer. If you've read Kerri Maniscalco's books, what do you think of her writing? Next up, we have a book that I picked up a year ago now when I went into London and went to Foyles, and this is 84 Charing Cross Road by Helene Hanff. And this is a kind of a memoir, I guess. So it's in 1949, Helene Hanff, a poor writer with an antiquarian taste in books, wrote to Markus & Co. booksellers of 84 Charing Cross Road in search of the rare editions she was unable to find in New York. Her books were dispatched with a polite but brisk efficiency, but seeking further treasures, Helene soon finds herself in regular correspondence with a bookseller, Frank Dole, laying siege to his English reserve with her warmth and wit. And as letters, books, and quips crossed the ocean, a friendship flourished for what would endure for 20 years. So yes, Foyles, the flagship store, is on Charing Cross Road. I bought this book as more of like a souvenir, but I think this might be a sweet book to read over the summer. Another book that you might be familiar with if you've watched my channel for some time is Wylding by Isabella Tree. So I am still 100 pages in. I haven't picked this book up in months and months and months. This is a non-fiction book all about rewilding a farm, so it's sort of like wildlife conservation and agricultural management. Really interesting book, really cool project. I just haven't picked this book up. So will summer of 2025 be the year that I finish Wylding? I am definitely going to finish. This isn't a book where I'm thinking I will DNF it. It is good. I just need to be in the right headspace to read it. So yes, hope to get to Wylding. Another book that I started reading, so a while ago I did a try a chapter video where I picked a few books that had been on my shelf for a while, and this was one of those books that I tried, which is The Trade by Fred Stenson. This is historical fiction all about the Hudson Bay Company in Canada and the fur trade, and I tried a chapter and I enjoyed the writing and the story thus far, so I decided that I would keep going with this one. And I don't know if I'll get to this one in the summer. It doesn't really scream summer read, at least not right now, but if I'm looking to read some historical fiction, then I might poke away at this one. And lastly, another book that's been sitting on my shelf for a while is The Bass Rock by Evie Wyld. This book has actually been on my TBR for over 5 years now. I'm not even sure when this was published. 2021. Yeah, so been on my shelf for 4 years. And this is historical fiction. It's got 3 different perspectives, 3 different timelines. You've got the 1700s Sarah being accused of a witch fleeing for her life. Ruth is in the time period after the Second World War. And Viv is 6 decades later from that. And it's all about these women and their sort of choices in life. So yeah, this sounds like a very contemplative book, and I'm hoping to get to this one as well. I should say that if any of these books are books that are on your TBR and you think that you might like to read them in the summer also, if you are interested in doing a casual buddy read, just put in the comments below and we can touch base and read something together. I'm always open to a buddy read. But yes, so those are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 books that I have on my summer reads TBR list. I'm sure more will creep onto the list because I always tend to pick up audiobooks on Libby, but otherwise I'm hoping to really get to tackling some of these books this summer. What is on your summer reads list? I would really like to know, do you pick a specific genre in the summer? Do you opt for more of what's like the big book summer? I can't remember the exact title, but some people like to tackle the mammoths in the summertime, I guess because you have more time. Do you only read like beach reads? Yeah, very interested to know what your reading style is for the summer. And then with that being said, I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're enjoying whatever it is you're reading, and I will see you soon in a new video. Take care. Bye.